They're only going to get worse. The stock market, and you have some of the most brilliant people on Wall Street saying this, the stock market is only up because they think I'm going to win. And if we don't win, according to many people, including one of the greatest Wall Street prognosticators named Scott Bessent. Has anyone heard of him? One of the most brilliant guys on Wall Street.
These people don't
if
know
I don't
who
win,
he is.
You will have a 1929 style depression. Enjoy it. I believe that. I believe that.
All right, Donald Trump, there he says, is if he doesn't win, we are going to have a 1929 style depression. The stock market is only up because of him. Hold on one sec here. You ready? This is 2020 debate. You ready?
If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay, let's...
There we go.
If he's elected, the stock market will crash.
Okay.
That's funny. Did the stock market crash? No. It's gone up to record highs, bro. You see the shtick here? What else we got? Trump in 2020.
If Biden wins, you're going to have a stock market collapse, the likes of which you've never had. You will have a collapse. If Biden wins, you're going to have a stock market collapse, the likes of which you've never had. You will have a collapse.
Oh, yeah.
If Biden wins, you're going to have a stock market collapse, the likes of which you've never had.
Dude, Donnie, yo, that's interesting, huh? So it was down at 30,000, 31,000, and now it's at 40,000. It's up 25% while Biden was there. That's weird, isn't it? Isn't that weird that Donald Trump was saying the exact same shit? But again, dude, that's what he says. You're going to have a stock market collapse. Dude, he's just so full of shit, bro. That's his shtick. And here's the reality. The reality is the Dow Jones is at an all-time high. If Biden gets elected, the stock market will crash. No, it won't. Had my opponent won, crash. He was saying that in 2016. That's what he says. If not for me, crash. When in fact, the only person that really crashes shit is Donnie. If you look at the biggest one-day losses in the stock market, they're all Donald Trump, bro. Look at this. Trump now owns the top 13 one-day Dow losses in history. All 13 of them are Trump. The biggest stock market losses are Trump, bro. All of them. He's just a bullshit artist. That's what he is. Tim Walz, baby. Let's go. Dude, people are hyped, bro.
If you didn't notice, a few people showed up in Philly last week.
Yeah. Dude, they've had the crowds, baby.
And then about 12,000 showed up, many thousands walking for miles in the heat to a field in western Wisconsin.
Dude, that was huge. The Eau Claire one, that was big. And then
at that time,
Michigan,
the largest
dude.
rally of the campaign showed up in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah.
Donald Trump said it was AI. You know what won't be AI? Their ballots come November will not be AI.
Oh, let's go. Dude.
Any Jewish person
No, he didn't.
that votes for her or a Democrat has to go out and have their head examined. Because if you see what's happening with Israel and Jewish people right now, there has never been a more dangerous time since the Holocaust. If you happen to be Jewish in America, there's never been anything like it. I'm seeing things, I can't even believe it.
Dude, what is that? That's his message that Jews in America, it's as dangerous for them as the Holocaust. Huh? Dude, what is he talking about? You see how nobody in the crowd is even reacting to it? Because what is he even saying? I mean, it's horrible, first off, because no Jews in America are under any remote threat of like the Holocaust. And in fact, if you really want to look at this, he's saying that they're in such danger. But if you roll back to when he was president in Charlottesville, his supporters were walking around with tiki torches yelling, "The Jews will not replace us." The very fine people? Dude, What crazy negativity is this?
She knows what this is about. She knows what's at stake.
I'm telling you guys, the boots on the ground
Those tens of thousands across this
going to be
country
huge.
showed up for the very same reason that you took. You could have been anywhere on a beautiful Nebraska Saturday in late summer, but you chose to be here. And simple reason, you love this country.
Let's go. Yeah, we do. Dude, I'm starting to reclaim the American flag, bro. I am. I think it's time for Democrats to reclaim the flag. Okay? I don't like that the flag has become associated with a rapist and a felon and his weirdo followers.
Look, I know firsthand about this place.
You know what I mean?
I graduated from a town of 400 named Butte.
Jesus, 400.
I had 24 classmates. Some of them are here today.
Dude, that's funny. Butte had 400.
Folks from that town. And I just want to say this. I don't know what their politics are, but I've known their friendship. I've known their kindness. And when our family was down on the luck, they were there for us. I hope I've done the same for them.
Let's go. Let's go.
But he signed a bill for all young men's bathrooms and men's bathrooms have to be equipped with a tampon selling machine.
Dude, no. He did not sign a bill that says that. There, Trump is lying. And again, into his transphobic, nonsensical bullshit. Because Tim Walz signed a bill that says every menstruating student in Minnesota gets access to free menstrual materials, free tampons for every student that menstruates. Period. Has nothing to do with the boys' room or a women's room or whatever. There's nothing that puts anything in boys' bathrooms. It just simply says wherever you have menstruating students, they're going to have access to free tampons and or pads and or menstrual materials. So they're never going to have to worry about not having access to women's sanitary products for everybody who menstruates. That was the bill. There was zero language about putting anything in a boys' restroom anywhere. None of that. So Trump is standing out here on TV in front of a bunch of people telling a flat out lie, misrepresenting what Tim Walz did in order to paint Tim Walz as somebody that is a demonic enemy to them because of their own transphobia and their fear that if there is a transgender student there, a transgender student would have access. Now, what's interesting is every one of these boys, if they live at home, every one of these young men here who live at home with their moms and their sisters, they go to the bathroom in a bathroom that has tampons in it. Donald Trump goes to the bathroom. If you're married, your wife, there's tampons in it, unless she's, menopausal or had a hysterectomy. So even if a tampon machine ended up in a bathroom where boys are, so what? Every boy in America goes to a bathroom that has tampons in it. And again, he said another thing, tampon selling machine. No, there is no selling. These are provided for free. Women have access to free menstrual products, young women in Minnesota. That's good. That's good for women.
Only in America could a woman from Oakland, California, who worked shifts at the local McDonald's while she got her degree, be our nominee for President of the United States.
There you go, baby. Kamala for Prezi.
When I heard the McDonald's story about that she's worked at McDonald's, like so many of us growing up, took jobs to get by. The funny thing to me is, can you picture Donald Trump working the McFlurry machine?
Dude, no.
Oh, he knows us. He knows us. He couldn't work the McFlurry machine. Many of you in here did. But
dude, the thing about Trump, have you noticed him when he does these public appearances, even him walking up to a person at a fast food counter, he's so awkward. Like that guy doesn't even go around and have human interactions. You know what I mean? He is the guy who's had somebody else go order his food, pick up his dry cleaning, do his grocery shopping. Like, Donald Trump doesn't even have interactions with real human beings. He doesn't. That's why dumbass J.D. Vance said nobody likes normal people more than Donald Trump. But when you watch him walk up to a fast food counter, he doesn't even know how to order fast food. He's had somebody else do all of that shit for his entire life. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
Kamala Harris is a communist. Most radical left person ever to run for office. This is not what this country needs.
The most radical left person ever to run for office, he says. Ever.
We've had enough of them. We're going to win back the White House, and we're going to take back our country.
Yeah, sorry, Trumpy. It's not your country, buddy. It's all of our country. But yeah, dude, see, he's just full of shit, bro. He is just full of Schmidt. He was like an hour late to his own rally. He just rambles incoherently.
Broken. We have a broken economy. Our supply chain is...
We just showed you the Dow Jones was at a record high. But no, we've got a broken economy, boss.
We have a broken economy. Our supply chain is gone. You know, you order something now. I don't know how many of you are in business, or even if you're ordering as a personal order. The order doesn't come. The supply chain is broken. Who ever thought of it? We never even talked about supply chain. Supply chain just worked. And because of what they've done.
Because of a pandemic there, dumbass. Why did the supply chain break? Oh, it's because of what the Democrats did. But why did it break everywhere in the world? Oh, because Trumpy went poopy in his pants. Oh, Trumpy. Oh, shit.
And they've broken our supply chain.
They've broken our supply chain.
So when this ticket talks about freedom, we mean the freedom to make your own healthcare decisions. Make them yourself. And we mean that your children should be free to go to school without worrying about being shot dead in their classroom.
Yeah. Thank you, Timmy.
Freedom is when education is a ticket to the middle class, not crippling student loan debt.
Yes. Thank you.
Freedom, where the air is clean, the water is pure, and your communities are safe. And the freedom to settle our political differences, not by violence, but at the ballot box in November.
Let's go. Yeah, baby.
That's what this is about. That's how simple this is. What direction are we going to go in?
Yeah, there's a question for you guys. What direction are we going to go in? Are we going to go in a direction where somebody cries about how America's a shithole, third world nation, failing nation, going to be gone in 4 years, blah, 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 which we know is not true. They said the same shit in 2020, and it's not true. America's not a shithole, not a third world country. We're still the strongest economy on the planet, easily by a landslide. We're filled with hundreds of millions of amazing individuals destined for greatness. All we need to do is come together and take care of each other and keep working for an environment that allows everybody to launch. It's real simple. We can all launch. We all get to at least have a life where we're not spending 50 years just struggling to keep our head above water. We are capable of that. We deserve that. Not this idea that everything is failing and bad and horrible, and the only person that can fix it is anybody. I don't care who they are. Kamala Harris doesn't come up there and profess to be a savior. She doesn't say she's gonna fix the whole goddamn world's problems. She just says that she's going to fight for us to try and help the middle class. And together with her, we can get involved and we can accomplish a lot. She's not a savior. Tim Walz isn't a savior. They're just people, just like you and me. And that's it. That's what the future is about normal people banding together with other normal people and trying some new shit and working shit out and trying to make the world where everybody has rights and people aren't killing each other and you and your neighbors are all taken care of. And if your neighbors need some help, you can help them and vice versa. And if the government needs to help you, they'll help you and vice versa. If you need to help the government, you'll help the government. Maybe run for office or volunteer for a campaign or whatever. Go out and plant some trees, pick up some trash. You know what I mean? But we're in this because this country fucking rocks, bro. And we're in it together. That's one option. The other option is, oh, it's all doom and gloom. Everything sucks. Everything's failing. Everything's bad. Everything's horrible. The whole world's ending. And then only one guy and only one guy on the whole planet can fix everything. And you know internally, you know that's a lie. You know it. You know the world doesn't work like that. There is no one person on this planet that has all the answers, bro. They don't. I mean, nobody does. But if there was somebody who did have the answers, it sure wouldn't be a con man. And the con man is the person who's probably going to run around telling everybody he's got all the answers. It's just ridiculous. The whole idea that one guy is our savior is so dumb, bro. One guy who's 6 times bankrupt, cheated on every wife, inherited $500 million from his dad and squandered it all, lies every time he opens his mouth. That one guy's your savior? Like, nah. Come on, bro. Come on.
Donald
You
Trump,
do better.
We're not going back.
Come on. We're not going back.
We're not going back.
I mean, Time Magazine, think of this. Time Magazine doesn't have a picture of her. They have this unbelievable artist drawing her. And I said, is that Sophia Loren? I couldn't. Who might that be? Is that Elizabeth Taylor? They say she was a beautiful woman. Who is it? So beautiful.
Dude, what is he even talking about, dude? This is his rally. He's jealous that Kamala Harris looks good on the cover of Time. That's what he's doing with this rally. Thousands of people went there, like presidency, the future of American policy, and they're all watching him just sit there and jerk it to talking about a picture of a Time magazine cover. What does this have to do with you being able to buy groceries or put gas in your car? Or buy a home, get your kids educated, get some health care? Nothing. It's garbage. It's nonsense. He's up there talking about inconsequential bullshit that is all about the glorification of his massive ego. We have not watched one thing in his speech. Now, there's none of this. You're not going to go to a Democratic speech and hear them attacking reporters or, you know, talking about transgender kids or making a big deal about women getting access to menstrual products. They're talking about healthcare, education, the economy, togetherness.
They took a lot of pictures. It didn't work out.
What a loser.
A sketch artist.
And then he's implying that they sketched her because they couldn't take a good photo of her.
I'm sure, oh, they must be celebrating the great life and times of the magnificently beautiful Sophia Loren. And you're not allowed to say this anymore. You know, David, don't ever get caught in this trap, David, please. Don't ever call a woman beautiful, because that'll be the end of your political career. Please. I want to make your life much easier, David. By the way, he's also got a great wife, I have to say. He's got a great wife. But, you know, I mean, I read a so-called
so
Republican
different, right?
Ronald Reagan didn't like, by the way, and she didn't like him, but she got credit for being this.
It's different vibes, right?
Highly overrated.
In the Democrat, you got Tim Walz saying, like, man, we're going to pass some policy to help the middle class, try and sort out the price situation, try and, you know, make affordable housing. We're going to work on health care. We're going to make sure you have the freedom to make your own medical decisions. There's a lot of cheering, a lot of people hyped up. Here is a bunch of people just literally standing there looking like they're one step away from, you know, taking their own for some shit. No clapping, no excitement, no enthusiasm. They're not even talking about the country. They're listening to this guy ramble about himself and his own petty disturbances.
I don't know her. Treats me badly, but that's okay. She called it wrong. She's called it wrong now for about 8 years. But she said one thing that got me. She said Kamala has one big advantage. She's a very beautiful woman.
Dude, the crowd doesn't even know how to react this shit.
Reread the clause. I'm not saying he's not, but I say that I am much better looking than her. I think I'm much better.
Dude, that's his thing. He's better looking than Kamala Harris. You know? Well, maybe Doug Emhoff will f*** you, Trump. Is that what you're angling for? You want Kamala's husband to cheat on her with you, Trumpy? Maybe.
Kamala went.
I don't think it's going to work.
You heard that? She went full communist. She wants to destroy our country.
Dude, yeah, she went full communist. Okay. Yeah, that happened.
After causing catastrophic inflation, Comrade Kamala announced that she wants to institute socialist price controls. You saw that.
No, she didn't say she wants to institute price controls. Kamala Harris wants to take on price gouging. What is price gouging? That is when companies that are flush with cash and don't have any supply chain issues and are making record profits are still jacking up prices to what? To influence an election, to bilk customers, to do stock buybacks where they're needlessly increasing prices and gouging. And they're engaging in anti-competitive practices that are preventing smaller companies from participating in the market. She's never mentioned price controls. She's never mentioned, telling the grocer how to price their groceries, but she wants to make sure they're not ripping us off. That's good. That's good. Not getting ripped off is good.
I don't know about all of you. It's time to put these guys in the rearview mirror. Let's end this.
Dude, yeah.
Say it with me. You know it's true. We are not going back to that.
We are not going back.
We're not going back. So we got 80 days, people. That's
80 days,
easy.
baby.
And as I've been saying, I'm going to ask you this. 80 days. Work hard. We can sleep when we're dead. We can sleep when we're dead. Not now. Not now. We can do this. We need each and every one of you. We do nothing alone. We need you on the team. On November 5th, I want to be at the end of that day when the ballots close across this country. I want to know, and you want to know, we left it all on the field.
Let's go.
We left it all on the field.
There you go, baby. Everything you got. Everything you got. Let's go.
Leave it on the field. Because each and every one of you believe exactly what Kamala Harris believes. We believe in the promise of America. We just have to fight. We just have to fight for it. Because as the next president of the United States says, she says it often, when we fight, we win. When we fight, we win.
That's right.
When we fight, we win. Thank you, Nebraska.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, I like the energy of it. And here's the thing, dude. There's just so much in this about the togetherness, about all of us, about us banding together and changing the world together, making our country better and more inclusive for everybody. And I love that message, man.